welcome back to a new video. I just came downstairs because I'm going to do a little bit of rebounding. It is cold and rainy this morning. I do think that it's going to warm up and be beautiful this afternoon and sunny and like high 40s, but currently I am absolutely chilled to the bone. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to get my workout in first thing this morning, and lately I have been loving rebounding. I shared about it a little bit in last week's video, and for me, movement is so important, especially when it's movement that aligns with my nervous system and helping me feel my best. And so I'm a huge fan of getting my steps in. I share on a near daily basis over on Instagram, which if you don't follow me over on Instagram, I will have my Instagram linked for you in the description box down below. But I love getting my steps in. For me, walking is the easiest way to get in movement that makes me feel good, that aligns with my body. And in addition to that, getting my steps in is just such a beautiful way to nourish my nervous system and help release stress. Also, I've noticed huge changes in my body since I've been getting in at least 10K steps per day. Most days I hit 15,000 steps. And then I've added in heavy lifting to sometimes 3 days per week, but most of the time it's 2 days per week. But every day I hit that 15,000 steps per day. And then I'm trying my best to lift heavier weights. As you can see, my husband is a huge fan of lifting, and doing so with heavy weights is just an overwhelming experience for me. So I like to do the kettlebells. To me, kettlebell workouts are really easy. I'm not worried about hurting myself. I was a Division I college athlete. I played college tennis, and I used to have to do the weight room every single day during the season. So I know how to lift. It's just been such a long time since I have practiced this over and over again to the point where it's a routine that I like to do so in a class setting. So I do work out twice a week in a group setting with a few of my girlfriends, and I really enjoy that. It's more of like an Orange Theory Pilates sort of circuit, and that experience to me is really fun. So I really like that. So I will go and do that because I find I push myself a little bit harder when I'm working out with other people. Now, when it comes to rebounding, I'm a huge fan because it's amazing for your lymphatic system. It's incredible for detoxification. It's also a great cardio workout. It helps with your steps. Sometimes I can get in an amazing workout in as little as 15 to 20 minutes. I do have little armbands. Actually, they're upstairs because I was walking around last night, cleaning the house, and I was wearing them as ankle weights. They are ankle weights, but I typically will use them on my arms when I'm rebounding. So I do definitely feel like I'm also gaining some muscle, because muscle gain is a huge goal of mine. I'm sipping on my protein coffee. You saw upstairs, I also made a greens drink. So I've been trying and experimenting with different greens powders in hopes that I can find something as good as AG1. I just took the greens. I feel really good. I also slept really good. I'm about to rebound, and I'm hanging out with you girls today. So I feel great. It's one of my favorite days of the week when I get to be here hanging out with you. I'm sipping on the protein coffee. We used some fresh lemon ginger tonic in the greens powder. It was good. Stay tuned on how I feel throughout today. The next couple days, obviously we gotta give it a fair go, but as far as consistency and taste, it's not there. We're gonna get to rebounding and have a really amazing day today. I'm excited to hang out with you girls. We do need to go to Whole Foods. We need to pick up a few things. I also wanna cook dinner together a little bit later tonight. I wanna do some prepping in this video. So we're gonna be covering a lot of ground. So we're gonna rebound because it's amazing for our nervous system. It's incredible for our lymphatic system, and it is a beautiful way to get in some movement that makes you feel euphoric. I feel amazing after I get off this rebounder, and I'm sweating at the same time. So if there's a movement that can make you feel good, both mentally and physically, I would highly encourage you to do so. So I will have that link for you in the description box down below, and I'm so happy to be here and hang out with you girls today. that so fun? Like, if that's your workout, I feel like you're more likely to do it. I have to say, I didn't get as sweaty today. I think it's because I'm chilled to the bone, like literally chilled to the bone. The good news with that is I don't need to take a shower, which I shower every single night before bed. If I do a really intense workout, like if I go to my workout class and I'm lifting, then I need to take a shower. But I didn't get sweaty, so I don't need to take a shower. I do have fresh, clean hair, and I just made myself a ginseng tea. I am on a ginseng tea kick. Like, I can't stop, won't stop with the ginseng tea. It is my hyperfixation during the day. Of course, I'm doing lemon balm or Tulsi tea before bed with my Biooptimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough. That's an always on, but I have been loving a ginseng tea. It's like 10:02 a.m. currently. Another good thing I wanted to say about the rebounding is it does count towards your steps. So I have a walking pad. I use it once a month, maybe. I should use it more frequently when I'm on calls, like when I'm on back-to-back client calls. I really should get it out. One, I wanna be sure that I'm being professional, but like walking meetings are all of the rage. And I feel like on my walking pad, it fits with the brand too. My cognition is definitely heightened because I'm moving, the blood is flowing. So if anything, I'm a better practitioner when I'm on the walking pad, when I've been on like 4 hours worth of calls, but I just don't tend to get it out as much. Whereas the rebounder, you get on that for 15, 20 minutes. You're gonna get thousands of steps, especially if you're going really hard. I did take a lot of supplements and I had some food, but not enough food, so I would caution you. I would just say don't take too many vitamins prior to getting on your rebounder because it can cause a little bit of nausea. Also with the rebounder, start slow. Start slow. You don't have to do like a long 30, 40 minute extended session. I did about 40 minutes. You can start with literally 15 minutes and you can get the incredible benefits of rebounding and lymphatic drainage, which is amazing. Getting in that movement is incredible for blood sugar regulation, which there's no better way to start the day. We start our day with the lemon ginger tonic, our protein coffee, a high protein breakfast, and we are stabilizing our blood sugar. Then we get in that lymphatic flow, that lymphatic movement with rebounding. Chef's kiss when it comes to stable blood sugar and energy levels. So I'm going to curl my hair and get dressed. Hope that the sun comes out today, not tomorrow. The new Annie is out on Netflix, so I feel like the songs are definitely stuck in my head. I'm hoping that the sun comes out today. I saw it on my phone that it is gonna come out like an hour from now, which is amazing. So I am going to curl my hair. If it was gonna pour down rain, it wasn't gonna be worth it to me to actually curl my hair, even though I did straighten it last night. So yeah, we're gonna curl our hair and get dressed, sip on our ginseng tea, and hopefully get warm and cozy. I just did a little computer work. I finished off my ginseng tea and I'm getting ready to head over to Whole Foods. But before I head over to Whole Foods, I was just emailing back and forth with a client and we were talking about her blood sugar and I was telling her, I was like, I'm actually filming today and I was just doing a little bit of rebounding and it is so helpful to rebound after you've had a meal, especially a meal that is higher in sugar. Now, that's not to say that I expect you to go jump on the rebounder with a full stomach because that could definitely be a recipe for disaster. However, you have heard me mention this so many times about moving our body after we eat a carb-heavy meal. That's why I encourage us to get out and get our steps on after breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Well, rebounding has the same effect. And so she and I were just emailing back and forth, and she was saying how she used to feel really flush after she would eat certain foods, and how lately she's been having her breakfast, getting her kids on the bus, and then going out and doing a quick 15-minute walk. That's all it's taking. But she is in zone 2. So she's moving. She's out there and she's picking up the pace. But she was saying that those same foods are not giving her that reaction. Now, this is a one-on-one client, so I'm definitely working with her strategically to ensure that the foods that she consumes are high in protein and high in fiber so that we do avoid that blood sugar crash. However, moving your body post meals is a really easy way to do that. Now, another way that we can help our body metabolize and stabilize insulin levels is with strategic supplementation. You girls have heard me talk about the Biooptimizer's Berberine Breakthrough and how incredible of a tool this is for blood sugar stability and to help stabilize your energy throughout the day. If you're somebody who can't get out after every time you eat, so whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you can't get out to move your body for 15 to 30 minutes, taking the Berberine Breakthrough alongside just before meals that are a little bit more carb heavy is a great way to stabilize your energy, girls. I always say we want to be so strategic with our supplementation and add in the supplements that are going to ensure we reach our health and wellness goals. Now, I am somebody who's been very open about my protein journey and what it has done for my metabolic health over the last 16 months. It has been utterly life-changing. Protein, fiber, movement, and strategic supplementation like the Berberine Breakthrough. So what this does is it helps your body actually utilize that glucose for energy, because we all know that feeling. If we've had a carb heavy meal, maybe we did a little bit of an indulgent eating, and then after our energy crashes, we just go completely down. Utilizing a tool like the Berberine Breakthrough helps your body actually use that glucose, uptake that glucose, get it into your metabolism and your cellular health, balance your blood sugar, and have effective, stable energy throughout the day. So I am the biggest fan of utilizing berberine. I know berberine has been so popular over the last couple of years, but it is very important that we are those conscious consumers because not all berberine is created equal. We know that Biooptimizers is the best of the best when it comes to high quality supplementation. So bringing in a tool like the Berberine Breakthrough is a huge win for me. So I'm about to head to Whole Foods. I'm going to be stocking up on strategic carbs like Japanese yams and berries and apples and pears. I love fruits and I love eating and consuming carbs. However, I'm just really conscientious about it. I pair it with protein, I pair it with fiber, and I pair it with a tool like the Berberine Breakthrough. Okay, girls, so I'm going to make the Living Well lasagna soup. This one is honestly such a cinch to put together and a huge hit in our house. So I'm going to just get my garlic and my onion going, then throw in our ground beef, marinara, some chicken bone broth. I do have my own homemade bone broth in the freezer, but honestly, I'm just gonna use this Costco one really quickly because it's ready to go and on hand. And then we toss our noodles in at the end, throw in a few handfuls of spinach towards the end, and then top it with tons of fresh Parmesan cheese. And this one is always such a big hit in our house. So if you're a member of Living Well, then you have access to this recipe already. If not, I will have the recipe linked for you in the description box down below. Okay, so it's not perfect, but the oven is pretty darn good. We cooked pizza, and the other adult who lives in my house, I won't say any names, but it starts with a K and ends with an A. He didn't put the drip pan underneath, so when the pizza pan was in here, all of the sauce and cheese went through to the bottom of my oven. So it's not perfect, but I have to say it's pretty darn good. I'm also an oven cleaning kind of gal who does it in waves. This will be like my first attempt where I feel like I got like 70% of it clean. I cooked it a little bit on purpose because I wanted it warm. Then I will let all of this cool down. I'll see how it dries down once everything cools, and then I'll give it another go. Then I'll go back in probably tomorrow and give it another scrub. But I have to say, I do think we got like 70% of it off. I'm also crazy. I like the oven to be like pristine. I mean, this is my job here with you girls, right? I show the oven a lot, my kitchen a lot. So having a clean oven for when I do like my baking and all of that, and just in life in general, is important to me. But I would say we did pretty darn good. There's definitely some spots because I used the Molly Suds, which does give that white cast. I do that on purpose. And then I used a Mr. Clean with it, which also will do a white cast. I did that on purpose. So as it dries down, I'll wipe all of that off. But I would say it is pretty darn good for today. girls, I just finished cleaning up from dinner, and I actually am going to get ready because a girlfriend of mine, a neighbor of mine, is hosting a wellness night, like in real life, with myself as the special guest. So it is 6:02 p.m. It starts at 7 o'clock, and I want to, I feel like I just chipped my nail. I want to retouch my curls, touch up my makeup. Do I bring my camera? I think we're gonna bring my camera. I'm going to do like a sleepy girl spritzer with minerals and potassium and silica, tart cherry juice and sparkling water. So I'm going to be doing sleepy girl spritzers while we are there and answering some questions that I think it's a group of like 15 to 18 girls. You wanna hear a surprising yet shocking fact? I actually, I used to have to do a lot of public speaking when I was in my corporate role. I feel like if you've been with me for a long time, you probably know that I used to be a director of marketing at Kind Healthy Snacks, you know, like the Kind bars, way back in the day, like before they were bought out by Mars Candy Bars. I feel like I always need to preface that. So I was a director of marketing, and I used to have to do quite a bit of public speaking, like on stages, in front of really big groups and conferences. And I don't love public speaking. So it is ironic, right? Because I show up here every week. I'm chatting with you girls. I'm not like nervous about tonight, but it's definitely out of my comfort zone to be the center of attention. Hold on, we're drinking lemon balm tea now. We switched from the ginseng to lemon balm. But ironically enough, I am a Leo. I'm a content creator, but I don't love to be the center of attention. And I think most people find that surprising. The reason I show up and I put the content here is because it was just essentially a really easy way for me in the beginning to spread my message. That was the antithesis. That's how all of it started. And then I realized, like, if I could help one woman with every video I put out, it would be worth my time. If I could make one woman feel as though she's being seen and she's being heard, it's worth my time. And then it grew and grew and grew and grew. And such, my practice grew and grew and grew. So it's definitely a love. I love the art form of making content. It's something that really excites me. It's a wonderful creative expression, but bringing it back home, I'm not a huge fan of public speaking, which I think most people find to be like an interesting dynamic. I'm just going in with a little bit of this Well People translucent powder. We just sprayed on the Tatcha, which it dried. So hold on, now we have to go back with the most expensive setting spray, misting spray, because I do want it like a little bit damp. So yeah, most people find that interesting. So we will see. I'm going to be bringing like a few little QR codes for girls who aren't familiar with me, because there's going to be some girls there that don't know me. Well, I think they probably follow me on Instagram, but for girls who aren't like really familiar with what I do, it's going to be more informative. So I'm going to have like, I just made these really cute graphics of like, if you want to work with me one-on-one, scan this QR code. If you want to join Living Well, scan this QR code. If you want supplement support, scan this QR code. So I just finished that in the office, and now we're gonna get ready. And then I gotta pack my stuff to make some sleepy girl spritzers because it starts at 7. Hopefully I'm back home by 9:30. I really want to start a pot roast when I get home. It feels very ambitious to want to get the pot roast going tonight, but that's what I want to do. So stay tuned. That's the agenda. So I think I'm gonna bring you girls, even if it's just me popping you out in the beginning as I'm setting things up. We're gonna go on a field trip. I'm going to bring you. So yeah, wish me luck. Obviously this is going live after, but wish me luck. I'm excited. I'm excited to help. There's definitely some girls there who want some support. They want some help. They are ready to embark on this journey. And like, how lucky am I to be that person to help them feel better? Like really, like that is what I get to do on a day in and day out basis. I get to help people feel like their best self. Like what an honor, what a privilege. So on that note, let's get the show on the road, curl the hair, fix the makeup, look presentable. I was gonna change, but I don't think I'm going to. It's cozy, right? Like, is this professional? This feels like business professional. It's a knitted sweatsuit, but we're committed. I'm going with it. It's fine. Voila. Hair retouched, makeup done up. Let's go get our minerals, get everything for our Sleepy Girl spritzer, and head on out. That's what I was gonna say, like when I started off, that at 24 though, my hands were numb and I was eating Oreo cookies for dinner. Right. So sure, like people can see what they see now, but then that's not how it started. Hi girls, we are home. It is 10:30 at night and I'm just getting home from our fun little living well night. The response was amazing. I made these cute little QR codes for the girls to scan if they wanted to work with me, if they wanted to join the membership. We made spritzers. It was such a good turnout, but as promised, we need to start the roast for tomorrow. I want to do that tonight because tomorrow is a half day, it's a busy day. And so I figure anything I can do tonight to help myself feel better and more settled tomorrow is what I'm in the mood to do. So let me plug this puppy in and grab out the beef. Okay, girls, I'm going to be very grateful for this tomorrow, but I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. And if you like today's video, you can let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. And now the subscribe button is right over here on the screen. Give that a click. That way you don't miss a single video. And I hope to see you back here next Thursday.